Hey there, it's Mindy from simplymindy.com. In this video, I'm sharing 3 DIY farmhouse decor pieces you can use to decorate your front porch. If you're not subscribed already, go ahead and hit that button for weekly ideas and tips for decor on a budget. Today's video is also part of the DIY challenge hosted by Heidi Sonbul at the channel Heidi Sonbul DIY. Be sure to check the description box for Heidi's channel and the playlist for this challenge, which will include a bunch of other YouTubers participating. Go ahead and subscribe to her channel if you're not, for lots more budget decor DIYs as well. My first DIY is a wood welcome sign, which I'll be making out of this decor piece that I found on clearance for 99 cents at Ross. Don't forget to check out your clearance sections when you're shopping at your home decor stores. This is a great place to find pieces that you can make over for a fraction of the cost. So this sign had a little bit of texture on it, so I'm gonna go ahead and sand it first. And once I have it all wiped off and clean, I'm going to go ahead and paint it using this black Waverly chalk paint. It did take 2 coats to cover it fully. And while the paint is drying on my board, I'm going to show you how I made the welcome decal using my Cricut. I recently got the Cricut Joy, and look how cute this thing is. It's so small and compact. I just love how it looks. But I thought this project would be perfect to try this out with because of the narrow width of my board. So I'm going to use this white permanent vinyl because it's going outdoors, and I'm actually going to create it on my phone. So I recorded my screen, so I'll show you exactly what I did here. For a sign like this, I always like to start with the shape of the board or piece of wood or whatever I'm working with. So I start out with a square from the shapes panel, and I'll go ahead and go to the editing panel and size it to the exact size of my piece. So you want to be sure to unlock here so that you can customize the size of whatever shape you need. And if you've never used the Design Space app on your phone, it does look a little bit different than it would on the computer. All the tools and options are on the bottom, so you'll see as we move along here, I kind of move around a bit to find exactly what I need. And once I have my shape sized, I'm gonna add text by clicking on the text option at the bottom, and I'll go ahead and search for the font that I want and start typing. And because this is a vertical sign, I'm gonna type it in vertically. And if you notice, I skipped the O in this because my sign is going to be interchangeable, which I'll share more on in a minute. So once I have my letters, I'm going to follow the same steps to resize those. And to center this in the app, you're going to want to go to the edit panel and choose alignment, and you'll want to justify it in the center. So I actually went back and changed the font because I wasn't 100% on the other one, And then I also wanted a little bit more space between each of my letters. So under the edit panel, again, I changed the line space, not the letter space, because this is vertical. I also wanted to increase the space in between the C and the M. So to do this, you're going to want to go to the Actions panel and ungroup your letters. Then we'll select the M and the E and bring those down. And once you're done with this, make sure to attach them so they become one group again. Now I just want to double check my placement, and you'll notice the letters went behind the shape. So to fix that, we're just going to go to Edit, Arrange, and move it to the front. And once I'm satisfied with that, I'll go ahead and click Make It. At this point, we can also delete the shape because we won't need to cut that out. And something to note here, if you do have more than one Cricut, you'll want to click that little circle at the top left of the screen and go to Machine Selection in order to switch between your machines. And at this point, you're going to follow the prompts for whatever machine you have to cut your decal. And don't worry, that vinyl will not be wasted. I'm going to cut out that extra part where the O would have been and save it for a future project. To add a farmhouse touch to my sign, I'm adding this ticking stripe trim that I'd also gotten on clearance a while back, and I'm attaching it using some hot glue on the front and staples on the back side. I made sure to keep the spacing for my decal as I attached the trim. And the interchangeable part of my sign is going to be florals using this metal tin that I got at Dollar Tree. And I'm going to be attaching this to my board just using a single screw. It was easy enough to add a hole into this tin by just using a screwdriver and twisting and pushing. To make it easy to change out the flowers seasonally, I'm just going to add a piece of floral foam using hot glue. I didn't record this, but I did add a spray sealer to give my sign some added protection because it will be outside. And I did this before adding the decal. I'd love to know how you decorate your outdoor space. Go ahead and leave me a comment letting me know what you use, or maybe you'd like to see me make something that you've seen. I'll also link in the description box some of my previous outdoor decor videos. next two decor pieces are really quick and easy DIYs, and they can be used together or separately. So first, to make a wood cross, I'm using these small blocks from this Dollar Tree game, and I'm going to be gluing them together in threes. So I'll take 3 pieces and go along the long side with some wood glue and attach them together. Once I'm all done gluing, I'll have 12 sets of these blocks. I like to use parchment paper when gluing projects like these so that nothing sticks to my surface. I allow the wood glue to dry completely, and then I attach them in the shape of a cross like this. I ended up with a vertical row of 7 of these blocks, and horizontally there are 5. And so I did alternate each set of blocks, going one vertically and the other horizontally. You could easily customize this by adding flowers or ribbon or maybe a decal, but I kept mine simple and I didn't paint it, stain it, or anything. I just love the simplistic look of this, and I thought this was very timely with Easter being a couple of days away. I'd love to know if you also celebrate Easter. What do you decorate with? Do you like to use crosses, or do you go for the bunnies and the eggs? Let me know in the comments. Next, I am making a simple hoop wreath using this 14-inch metal ring and some floral stems that I had in my stash. I'm using some frosted lamb's ear and these pretty pink flowers to create a simple arrangement on this metal ring. All I'm doing is cutting the floral stems down to size. I'm going to arrange them the way I want, and I'm attaching these by using some floral wire. I'm not using any hot glue because I want to be able to disassemble this when I want to change it and reuse these florals in another DIY. You'll notice I'm not cutting my floral wire. I'm simply adding each piece in and continuously wrapping the wire, and this makes it much more secure than cutting single pieces. So here I wanted to show you how I'm going to use these 2 pieces together as a single wreath on my front door. I have my cross, which will be in the center, and then my wreath will surround it, and the cross fits perfectly in the center of this. And this actually reminds me of the decal that I made in a previous Easter video, which I will link below as well. And I'm going to be hanging it just like this on my wreath hanger. I'm not attaching these. I'm simply going to add a piece of jute string using hot glue to my cross, and that will hang on its own along with the wreath. I I also wanted to share a quick hack that I thought of when I was getting ready to hang this, because you'll see this wire hoop wants to just kind of move around and twist to because of the weight of the florals. So if your wreath hanger has a hole at the bottom of the hook, just like mine, you can use a zip tie to feed through that hole and kind of hold that hoop in place. So this makes it so it's not swinging around and moving and twisting and getting out of place. So here it is on my front door. I think this is a perfect modern farmhouse piece. Go ahead and let me know your thoughts on these 3 farmhouse decor DIYs. Also, leave me a comment letting me know what's your biggest struggle with decorating your outdoor space. Do you have trouble with figuring out what kind of wreath to put up, or just decorating outside in general? Leave me a comment letting me know. As always, thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for weekly home decor DIYs on a budget. Thanks for watching.